Stampers, today I wanted to show you how to do the Retiform technique. You're going to start out with your blank cardstock. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and then you'll need 2 pieces of, this is just copy paper weight paper, and it's got to be long enough so that it can cover diagonally on your cardstock. And what you're going to do is, I'm using washi tape to hold it in place. If you're real good about holding your cardstock, you can go ahead and just hold it. But I'm going to tear off a piece of washi tape since it's easily removable. And I am going to just tape it down, and again, it goes across the length of the card. Okay, and I am going to use the distress inks, and I'm going to start with tumbled glass, and you're going to you want to identify this line where the paper and the cardstock meet. Okay, and you don't have to go in too far. Then you're going to peel that off, and you're going to move it down. I like to do it in the opposite direction then. And you're going to do the same thing again. And then we want to go lengthwise. So I'm going to go this way, and I did not cut my tape long enough, so I'm going to add another little piece here, line it up. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Okay, and then I'm going to peel that up, and I'm going to move it over onto this side. Again, opposite direction. And I'm doing the ink again. I think this makes a good masculine collage card with this technique. Okay, now what you're going to do is we're going to sponge the opposite of all of these lines. So I'm going to peel up my cardstock, and then I'm going to lay this on top of where the ink is and just go across. So now that the tape is on top of what was inked, and this time I'm using tea dye distress ink, and you're going to do the same thing with the tea dye. And this ink pad has a whole lot more ink than the other one did. Okay, so that one's done, and I'm going to line it up on this line. I'm going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to turn it and do the other direction. Okay, and then down here, one more line. Okay, and then I went ahead, there's the base of your card. Okay, now I'm going to just go ahead and go around the edges a little bit. This is Nina cardstock that I'm working on. the natural white. Again, I think that's a nice masculine color. Okay, so now I've got my grid work, and what we want to do now is to stamp our images in the grid work. But you want to mask off each grid as we stamp. So again, you're going to use your papers here, and you're going to mask off. You might need 3 pieces because we're masking off one section. So I'm going to cut this one down in half, and I'm going to mask all my 3 pieces, or all my 3 sides off. And I like to use a stamp set with a lot of coordinating images in it. I'm using the Stampin' Up! By the Tide stamp set. So I'm going to ink up, this is the C-Fan, and I'm just going to go over that block. So it's only stamping within that one block. And then I'm going to pick a couple of squares to do the C-Fan with. Okay, so there's my C-Fan, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this little anchor up in this top corner one, I think. I'm going to mask that one off. And then I'm going to stamp this a couple of times as well. And the way that it looks natural is when you stamp over the lines or stamp out of that box. That's what gives it the unique look when you're working at it. And then I have the big And there you have the Retiform Technique. It's a unique background. I really like it. Okay, and then what I did was use the embossing folder of the Anchors by Paper Studio, and I used the antique linen. No, I used Tattered Rose. And I just lightly buffed the top just to bring out the anchor just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more texture and depth. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that texture on the camera. It looks really cool. So that's the Retiform Technique. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you later, stampers. Happy stamping!